My screencast today is going to talk about one of the elements of SAMR, A for augmentation, where technology acts as a direct tool substitute with functional improvement. And the reason I chose augmentation is I feel like it's a great place for students to start. It might pique their interest and ultimately drive the learning environment, hopefully adding to higher order cognitive skills as well as have an impact on their future applications. The application I'm going to use for augmentation is Poplet. I'm using the free version, so all you need to do is you can either create a login or you can just go right to the Poplet page and double-click to make up your first Popple. You can insert your name here. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the title of my Poplet, which is going to be The Battle of Lexington and Concord. What I'm going to do is create a little Poplet to kind of act as a pathfinder for students in my library to find resources to support a paper or a work on the Battle of Lexington and Concord. So I'm going to add another little Popple over here. And this will be the one of the places where they can find sources in my library. So we'll say books and periodicals. Might be one place they could find sources. A second place might be web-based sources. A third one might be database sources. And once you get your Poplets in there, you can do some enhancements like changing colors. So I can make the title of my Poplet blue. Change the color of this facet green. Let's change the color of the web base to orange and this one to pink. And then you simply tie your paths from each Popple to the next this way. And then once I get this Popple, I can feel free to add images. I'm going to upload an image. This is one that I've stored in my computer. It's actually a diagram of my library, so it kind of lays out the library and where all the resources are as far as books and periodicals, so students can follow that. On the web-based, there's a couple things you can do here. One, I'm going to upload the Library of Congress logo, which is a website that they certainly would find information about the Battle of Lexington and Concord. I can also upload a YouTube. It will take me here, and I can search Battle of Lexington and Concord, and there's a number of different places I could download. I'll just choose one here. And I can tie that right into my, scoot it down here a little bit, my web-based sources. And then on the database, I can also, let's try this. Let's use the writing tool. And I can write out the listing of databases that we use in Ohio, called InfoHio. Connect that one. We can change the shape. We can change things within, such as our font size. We want to do that. We can change the layout of our font. A couple other fun things we can do with the Poplet. But that can give you an idea of how easy it is to create a Poplet. The reason I liked Poplet is that it's fun, and that I think it kind of acts like a great tool for a visual learner. I have a child who's a visual learner and often uses graphic organizers to help her organize her information, and it's a great way for students to retain information in a visual kind of sense. It's also a sort of a mind map, which is also a way to use visual or graphic organization. And the items that the SAMR augmentation enhances are interpreting, outlining, demonstrating, and planning. And that's my SAMR presentation.